So, cool, man. All right. Well, let's see. Let me go ahead and mute him for a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute you, Dan. But you can hear us loud and clear. It seems like. So I appreciate you joining us. Makes a big difference. Seriously. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. We unmuted him. So no, I'm muting him. Okay.
So we can hear his questions.
Yeah. So now I appreciate a lot. So today's thing about the number rule of success, but since we have live viewership and everything, we changed platforms. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Dan.
Alrighty. I joined the Marine Corps in 02 to 06. And then I was in restaurants for about 10 years. My life was a living hell. I made executive chef. Went to school and then found out that restaurants have a little bit more stress than the military.
Mm-hmm.
And with me being kind of an angry guy, I didn't really mix well. And once I got mad, it would take about a day or 2 days for me to get over. I.e., if one of my cooks sent out some raw chicken, that would be, something that would get me triggered and off. However, now I have completely changed what I'm doing, and now I'm dog walking.
Okay. Gotcha.
I've relocated. I was living in Memphis, Tennessee. Now I've relocated to Austin, Texas. It's a huge dog city. I currently work for WAG as an independent contractor to fill in voids from my own personal clients. But that's not where I'm at.
Okay. Great, man. I appreciate it. My sister is huge in the restaurant industry. She finally walked away after almost like 25 years of that stuff. So finally, here we are. Here she is starting her own business and everything too. I guess you found us through the Vegetarian Tribe.
I'm sorry.
I guess you found us through the Vegetarian Tribe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Well, appreciate you jumping on our first free, I guess you could say it was supposed to be a webinar, but our jam fucked out on us. So, so here we are using the platform we usually use, which is Zoom, to broadcast our message here.
Yes.
So, putting out more information to the tribe, and I'll get started in a second. But with Webinar Jam, our jam. Oh, there's a point. Yeah. Sure.
All right, I've parked, guys. Now you guys have got my full attention.
Okay, cool. Link below. Yeah, man. Well, just a little background on us in case you haven't had a chance to look us up. We are. I've been in business for 9 years as a photographer, and Michael's been in business for about 18 years now?
Yes.
18 years. And
Wow.
we both started active duty in the Navy, actually. So that's how we met each other and became great friends. And here we are. Now we launched 3 businesses. And actually, at this point, in 2017, from January to 1st to December 31st, we finally crossed over $100,000 in 1 year. So it's definitely a blessing to hit that milestone that we've been trying to go for a long time. And along the way, we always want to help out our brothers and sisters with any kind of guidance, especially the step-by-step. There's a lot of gurus out there on the internet that always put out information, but it's like, well, where's the steps? How do I get from point A to point B, or how do I get to the point where business thrives or has throughput or whichever, or has more customers, or, you know, it's really the dream machine is the machine that spits out the customers. It takes a lot of hard work to get there, or a lot of money, but to get a machine where customers are always incoming, always inbound, and making purchases, right? So today's focus, I mean, I could go on an encyclopedia of volumes of step by step, but today's focus is the number one rule of success is the actual subject. And this number one rule of success basically helps people stand out. Something we actually take for granted that we know in the military. A lot of civilians, you know, they can be new to this concept. It's a very simple concept, nothing astronomically life-changing in this concept itself. But when you actually dig deeper about it, it definitely was a big key to success, to at least a gateway to our business, gateway to making business happen. So, and it's just more than just the term itself. But the number one rule of success, put it out there to everybody on the recording too, is to show up. I'm dead serious. Show up. That's the biggest thing. I mean, we know that showing up is key. When you go to the dentist, when you go use the bathroom, you show up, right? when you go to work every day, you show up. You know, I mean, there's different ways you can show up, but showing up is well beyond that. I mean, of course, I'm showing up on that part. You know, you learned it from elementary school, how to show up. I mean, obviously, you wait in line in elementary school, you got the first step of showing up out of the way. But showing up in a sense that you are there to provide the value to either your employer or the person that you are working for as a client. You show up and make your commitments. I was just talking to Michael the other day about how I was a junior guy after the military. I did a little side trip through insurance. And I drove to DC because I made a commitment to a family. And I mean, after the military, I was 100% commission, and that was a tough spot to be in financially. So everything I did had to do with making a sale. And gas prices at the time were over $3 a gallon, and I was driving a V8 2002 Dodge Dakota. Now you can imagine from Richmond, Virginia to Washington, D.C. in traffic, that is a heck of a lot of gas money for a guy that's broke. Right? But at the time, but I tell you what, I always made a commitment when it came to my customers. I always looked at it as a privilege to even have a customer, to have somebody call you and to have the opportunity to sell something to them. That's like a big deal to me because it's like, holy cow, you picked me. Yes, I'm gonna be the guy to give you the best ever.
I'm kind of in the same boat as of right now, actually. Driving a brand new truck, but it's not an eco line or anything like that. So it's still got the V8 gas guzzler, you know. So it's like, all right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know, man. I know exactly what that's like, man. Dead serious. And then it's weird because, like, I drive a Camry now, and it's like gas is still like in a low $2, maybe approaching $3 again. But it's weird how I have all the money now, and I have even a more efficient car, and the gas prices are that low. Like, dude, where was those gas prices when I was struggling hard as a new entrepreneur, right? That's crazy, right?
You know, I had a Dodge Neon for I don't know how many years, you know, but I was just like, you know, I need something a little bit bigger, you know.
Yeah.
And then I go from a four banger to a V8. I'm like, all right, well, here we go. But now I'm like, man,
Yep.
$90 every week just for gas. All right.
Exactly. But when I talk about showing up in business at an interesting level, it became a habit. I go through those kind of struggles to meet with the client. You can believe I go through some struggles even today. I mean, literally today. Like today, I had the final week of my mastermind. I also have a mastermind just like a Warrior Council, where I have for 12 weeks, I go through a training program with veterans and civilians as well. Don't get me wrong, it's open to civilians as well. And we go through a mastermind process, 1 hour a week. We have a two-way street. We have a learning program. And on the final week, on the final day, on the final hour, I got up, and it's good. I mean, me and my business partner had some work to do, but I had to pick him up at the train station, and I had to be at a 12:30 appointment. So I was, because I triple booked myself. I had 6. I went from 0 to 6 appointments today, and I was doing layers of appointments. Like I would run from one room to another. We'd get a live conference in the middle of a team discussion when I'm trying to sell something to a client in New Mexico on a video call. So
Gotcha. Okay.
and I could have told a whole bunch of people, no, I won't show up, or no, I won't be here, or no, I'm too busy, or I'll cancel the New Mexico appointment, or hey, team, we're gonna collapse this appointment, and I gotta do these 2 things. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this webinar, which we're over half an hour late because webinar Jam, I never used it before, and it's a piece of crap. I'm glad I only paid $1 for it. So. But I tell you what, I made a commitment to show up at every one of these appointments, provide value to everybody, make sure things got done, sent my assistant to go get us sandwiches and everything, just so that we could continue on with our processes, so we could concentrate on what we're doing. So showing up is a huge thing, that you preparing yourself for all the stuff that's going to be thrown at you. Because, Michael, tell me if this is true. How many thousands of people that we try to do job interviews with, bring on as contractors, or photography, like we gave some people some photography opportunities of a lifetime, and then they didn't show up.
They don't show up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Then they wonder why there's certain things missing from their toolbox, their portfolio, or I've been trying to get to this step and I quite can't get there. Do you know what I could do? And you start asking them questions about what they've been doing, and the short answer to a lot of their stuff is they just don't show up.
Yeah.
They have excuses for why they don't do certain things.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, with that being said, isn't that 95% of the civilian life without prior military?
Yeah, I mean,
really, isn't that like really just the whole civilian sector that has not had any military training?
For me, from my experience, I can't say it's always the civilians. I mean, I still have a lot of contact with the guys that I retired with. I still even kind of mentor some of the kids that I used to lead when I was in, before I retired. I can honestly tell you it's kind of like a mix. But it's just unique to each individual. If you're the type of person that's going to be lazy, or you just have fear in you, and you just use that as an excuse or a crutch to just not show up, there is an opportunity that you're just not going to get. That's the whole point of having that positive mindset. I've had one person tell me that they just didn't show up for an opportunity because they didn't have a suit, or they didn't have what they thought was appropriate clothing. It's not like to go to a networking meeting or a business opportunity. You have to be, you have to have $1,000 suit or some high expensive look. Just show up. Even if you just have jeans, tennis shoes, and a t-shirt, at least show up and have somebody try to seed some kind of wisdom into you. At least they're talking to you. Hey, why are you dressed like that? Well, this is what I have going on in my life, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm hoping to at least gain some kind of wisdom here. You don't know who you're going to meet. Somebody might, oh, wow, that dude showed up even though he's going through this. Wow, I want to talk to that guy. I want to help that guy out. You don't know if that's going to happen or not. But if you make the excuse for some reason that you just don't need to show up, then you're going to miss out on an opportunity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, I mean, Jason Justice, if you looked at what happened yesterday with Jason Justice, I mean, that was major. He was on his way to deliver some contracting stuff or construction stuff. He owns that brewing company thing, and there was a networking thing, and some people were dressed up in suits, and he showed up in like cargo shorts and a t-shirt or something, right? And he was like, man, he even showed up late. And he was all sweaty and stuff, and he's got a long beard and everything too. So, and big, one of those beard was, he's got those big mutton chops, those big Elvis chops. Love it, man. That dude's that dude's unique. But but I tell you what, man, he showed up. Other entrepreneurs that were there, they supported him, and I think that was somebody else leading thing. That person took him seriously as a business owner. Shoot, we work with a guy, Sam. I mean, he wears jeans and maybe a polo most of the time, a t-shirt, and some kind of Yingling beer hat or something. I'm like, bro,
All right.
you do not dress up like anything I expect a millionaire to dress up like.
But at the drop of a dime, Sam is on a plane because he's going to show up.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That dude is going to show up. Yeah. The first meeting I had with him, he called and said, I'm going to be 5 minutes late. Okay. And then he was on his phone with his contractor for the first like 5 minutes when I was standing there like trying to meet the dude. Hey, but he showed up. At least he showed up in person. And once he was done with that phone call, he gave me 1,000% of his attention. We've done 5 figures worth of business ever since then. So, yeah, absolutely. Showing up is a major part because never when an opportunity is on the turn. And the fact that you showed up. I mean, the last 9 to 5 job I went to, there was snow. Good thing I had my truck, and there was a whole bunch of things happening with wiper blades, all kind of stuff. I showed up early in a suit for a job interview I didn't take the job. It was a security thing, watching some power plant stuff at a control room or something. And I looked around. I knew it was a snow day, and I looked around the room and was like, how many people, the interviewers, how many people were supposed to show up here? There was supposed to be 15 people in that waiting room. I said, yeah, it's me and the other guy in there. They said, yeah, guess who's getting the job today? Probably
Wow.
the guy. And I got a job offer from that guy. I turned it down, but at the time when I was looking for a 9 to 5 job, but
Right.
absolutely, man. It's like, what kind of excuses? You know you live in a snow area. You better have something that gets through the snow, right? I mean, Dan Curry would know better than anybody else about snow, so. He lives in Minneapolis, St. Paul, I think, so. Yeah, no, ain't no snow up there. Right.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, Motor Speedway, the Indy 500.
Oh, Indianapolis. Oh, okay.
I thought Minneapolis. Man, for the whole time I knew, this guy's no stranger to me. I thought it was Minneapolis. Dang, I'm all messed up, man. Anyway, so I'm from Hawaii. Anything's colder than where I'm from. So,
There it is.
the IT department, man. You go do this advertising, right? They show up every day and everything. I appreciate how Michael shows up. Michael has a nice, well, he's not wearing it right now, but he has a nice banner with his logo of his company and stuff. I'm not wearing it right now. I'm just wearing my school shirt right now. But when you show up, you deliver your brand, you deliver you deliver your awareness. I mean, that's what they want. And actually, by the time you make it to show up with anybody, as a client or somebody that's proposing, a presenter or product provider, you show up with your goods and materials. You show up with your notebook ready to go even as a client. One thing I did notice when I was a junior salesperson was that there was one set of clients that always brought a notebook with them to a meeting as a customer. And they were customers. And they brought notebooks and they busted out and they started taking notes. And that's a real business owner.
They're the ones that call you on your bullshit later.
I can barely hear you, Dan. Go ahead.
I said, I love those guys. They're the ones that call you out on your bullshit later.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So says the engineer.
Yeah. Absolutely, right? So, man, I tell you what, even what happened, so it's called GritCON conference, GritCON, the subject matter on the #1 rule of success, because I built an entire conference out of showing up. There was a guy that showed up to a phone call and made a commitment. We're on the phone for an hour. Next thing you know, we developed the idea of GritCON, a conference for veterans and civilians that want to learn from military people on how to build a successful business. Absolutely. And then tell you what, there was some speakers. I tell you, some speakers came in from New York. Cherie came from New York. Some speakers came from out of town, and they showed up the day before. No matter how long it took for them to drive from New York to get down here. The speakers for next year, I'm asking for somebody from Boston, and she said, you probably drive down to be a speaker at GritCON. They were getting paid, but I've seen people not show up and for an opportunity where they got paid. I'm pretty thankful that everybody else on our a contract team for GritCON, from the food servers to the stage person to the entertainment, everybody showed up. It was weird to have everybody show up 100%. Yeah. In person. At least they showed up and they brought their bodies with them, right?
Yeah.
And then,
that was good stuff.
And then the entertainer, the food servers, and everything, they had a reputation for showing up. And they had a reputation for showing up quality-wise and service-wise. I mean, some of the people got paid as little as, I don't know what, like $110? Well, I don't know. $110 for 4 hours of work is pretty decent for a food server. They thought it was pretty cool. So, absolutely. I delivered to them. So one of the leaders, they got paid like $160 or something. We had a marketing person. Her job was to market a coach there. She landed a sale, and she got paid like $380 for one night of work. Just doing sales. So,
hey guys, I got to get going, but I do appreciate the knowledge.
Yeah.
And thanks for the webinar.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll send you a link here soon. And drop your name in the comments if you can. What's your last name? Dan.
VRBA.
VRBA. Okay, I saw you in the comments. So I got you now. Well, we'll follow up with you.
All right, cool.
For sure. And anybody else in the webinar conference? We developed a program just for people to know how they can take the steps through to the next level. And Dan we got two guys named Dan here.
Well, Dan and Daniel,
yeah, pretty cool stuff. But if you know our story, I mean, it wasn't necessarily. I mean, nobody has an easy road to success. But man, I went through stuff with divorce and closing down my first business, and living out of my truck for a while, and man, I know what it's like, man. I really do know what it's like trying to be that business owner or trying to push out and make things happen. Sleeping on your office floor, did that before. And I tell you what, man, I'm at the point now with a lot of things happening, and I'm very thankful. Those hard times made me appreciate the good times I have in front of me. So, I really appreciate too that we had the Vegetable Tribe. I'm even part of the Warrior Council. I know Dan Curry is as well, and at the same time, I knew that I had a desire to start my own master after the conference, because it's not about the income that I make or anything. It really isn't. It's about the value I can deliver to the brothers and sisters, even military family, because I know Vegetable Tribe doesn't extend to military spouses, does not extend to military families or veteran spouses or anything. And I actually do have the platform, and I talked to Andrew O'Brien at length, and he's totally okay with me saying that in front of the tribe. He's totally okay with me marketing to the tribe this platform and showing people that, hey, thanks for joining, Chris. I really appreciate it. Showing people that it is possible to put together an operating business, with an idea and turn it into something that delivers your dreams. I mean, I just got back from a little over 2 weeks in Italy last week. And man, it was so satisfying to know that I was able to do that because of the hard work I was able to do with business. That paid that bill. That was able to happen that way. So I'm just, and I always thought about it when I started business. I even said it at the conference, right, Mike, that when I first started, I wish there was a Vegetable Tribe, a Warrior Council, or a GritCON, Grit Conference, especially in the local area of Virginia. I mean, I know Texas is hogging all the action and everything with Vegetable Tribe and everything too. So if you look at it, I'm trying to be the East Coast, DMV, Mid-Atlantic area, Vegetable Tribe energy that's trying to, make it happen, really. You know what I'm saying? And I do have a conference that's open to spouses and everything, even if you're a civilian. And I developed a 13-week course, and I tested it with the last test audience. We actually have a guy, one of our biggest success stories. He did find us through Vegetable Tribe, right? Came from Vegetable Tribe, came to our conference, and had yet to have his first customer. He built a security business, and next thing you know, he went from $0 to in 5 months on his, October, November, December, kind of like maybe he made like $900. And then January, February, March. January was a little bit, he got the middle season, and everything too. By March, it was April, March. Yeah, February and March, even cold months down there in Alabama, he made $10,000 in each month. He made $20,000. If you ask him what his platform was, it was the conference, one of the coaches from the conference, and then our Grit Mastermind. That is his education platform for success. As a person that made a brand new success platform in October 2017, that was freaking hot news to me, that somebody was winning with our business products. And really, I start to see the students we just wrapped our 12th week. Every step of the way, they're making money along our path, along our steps, along with our accountability. If you don't know what a mastermind is, it comes from the book Think and Grow Rich. And that is a collection of people that you meet with that help you on the path to success. Now, this doesn't even, yes, it's great to have a multi-million-dollar person in that mastermind, but it also could be just a bunch of other brains that you bounce ideas off of, right? A bunch of other ideas, those things that you don't see, and also you're also getting a network of people. So I invite everybody that's on the recording, and some of the people here on this call right now, they're really close to me, so they might already know about this product. But here it is, because it's the very first time we're releasing this product. And let me see if I can pull it up first before I go to screen share. Right here. Cool. And that is a side effect of the GritCON franchise, is that we put together our own masterclass and mastermind in the same product. So I'm going to go to share screen, and we'll be showing you what we got here. Share screen. Absolutely. And reduce this. Good stuff. All right, and you see a whole bunch of it drives my business partner crazy when he sees all these tabs up here. He's like, what the heck? But anyway, we have this page that just launched today. Hold on, let me finish rubbing my eyes around. People didn't pay to, well, actually this is free.
Crazy to see you using
to watch me rub my eyes. Right. So, GritCON Masterclass, take your business to the next level, was the theme of 2017. Gain inside access to veteran entrepreneurs, grow your business and your business and feed your spirit. All right. In one price, you get all the videos from Grit. Basically, you get GritCON 2017 and the best seat in the house. We actually hired a professional cinematographer to capture the best seat in the house of GritCON 2017. I'm talking like movie like angles. Like some of the stuff as imagery people, we got stuff for days now off of that professional cinematography. So we got 6 hours of education and information that we I'm gonna have to turn that down just for a second. We have information and education that we are excited to share with everybody, as far as, you know, the great stuff that happened. We had Stephen Kuhn, right? Stephen Kuhn's Bigger Than Tried. We had Justin Myers. We had a near-death survivor. This lady was dead for 90 minutes. She holds one of the records for being the longest person under. It's a medical marvel. And yet she came out of that, had to get a bionic lung, took on a human lung transplant that didn't take, and then most people die from that. And then she survived that and was able to get another heart. A heart. And we're not talking about a lung, we're talking about a heart. After that, she built a 6-figure business, right? With Brandon Farbstein. Great guy, young man, TEDx speaker, he was there, and a bunch of other people, including our host, Tracy Stern. So you get full transcripts. If you love to be the person that likes to read what was said, then definitely the transcripts are actually, we got this great technology that we're using through a third party that basically takes all the verbal information from the speakers and turns it into an actual transcript, all right? And here's the key, why it would be interesting for anybody else, is that we have a 12-week live mastermind class with myself hosting. Well, every month we'll bring a guest speaker, an influencer, usually somebody making more than $500,000 or more in business, right? And also, you get added to the VIP member-only Facebook group. There's 70 entrepreneurs and influencers in that group already already in there, networking each other and talking to each other and helping each other out in business. So you see there that there's a bunch of people that a bunch of brands that we are gladly piggyback with that each one of the speakers were involved with. And this is what you get in the Grit Mastermind class. You get 12 weeks in these subjects. Week 1 is speed. Week 2 is intelligence and allies. Week 3 is radar, bandwidth, frequency, and alignment. That's my personal contribution towards the GritCON franchise. Working with influencers or becoming an influencer. Networking skills. Pricing. Pricing is huge, man. I wish somebody would have told me about pricing well early in my entrepreneur career. But I tell you what, here we are covering it in week 6, an entire week just dedicated to that. Week 7 is a huge one. Some people just signed up just for the prospecting alone. And then there's follow-up, how to follow up properly. There's a perfect sales cycle, which includes phone calls, how to make phone calls a certain way, right? Technology, how you can use technology on your side. The win-win-win situation. I think there's supposed to be an extra win in there. And then we just wrapped up week 12 with Millennial, Gen X, and Gen Z. How you can port your message of your business across the different generations in a way that they understand and they're willing to buy. Speak to them in their language, right? So here are the speakers, some beautiful people. We put the pretty ladies up front first because you guys would rather look at them than us, right? Got myself, Stephen Kuhn, Brandon Farfstein, Justin Myers. I mean, yeah, it's incredible what we're able to put together just on the first conference, right? So also too, I always throw in there, you got a 30-day. If you have 0 results, you made 0 money, it's a no risk guarantee. You will get your money back, no questions asked. All right. You get your money back. I tell you what, yeah, I'll be honest with you, we probably won't do business with you again. But I promise you, we're going to do everything possible to provide that much value in the first 30 days. We did not have not one person took us up on the money back guarantee because every which way they kept on coming back month after month for the Grit Mastermind. So Grit Mastermind, big deal, big thing going on, and if you click on it, it should be working here. Let's see, click on it. So here's the price here coming up. Should be working. And it's $4.99. Only $4.99 for all that value that we're putting up there, right? $4.99. You get to keep the recordings. By the way, these live masterminds are recorded. So if you're in Cairo, Egypt, and you feel like you're gonna be missing out on the live call, don't worry. You can go back and watch any of these weeks and go back and watch influencers like 1,000 times or watch prospecting 1,000 times, right? And see how to, and you might have missed the parts where you were listening the first time. You get to watch it over and over and over again. Heck, you can go back to the conference and watch it over and over and over again. Because I tell you what, Justin Myers laid down 45 minutes of great information on how you can basically take the same military skills you have and push it into your business and get dramatic results. I mean, even the product that he was selling, he even admitted in the video, he was selling a $600 product, and yet he would turn over, I mean, 8 figures in a year. His entire sales team was selling a $600 product at a time, the average cost of a product. Man, if you're selling anything that resembles $3,000 or anything more than $600, imagine how much push you can get and income with all of that, right? So, absolutely, big deal that's going on right now. I mean, I'm serious. I tried to put as much value. You get 4 pieces in addition to the Grit Mastermind. So, take action for sure. I know we had issues with the webinar. We're probably going to do another one that's error-free. Probably find somebody other than Webinar Jam. I blame the tribe for not warning me about Webinar Jam. I'm just playing. So my favorite is Zoom. So I'm about to go and get on the phone with Zoom and be like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and buy your top tier webinar package because I know you guys didn't bug out on me when I needed it. So stop sharing. But definitely, I appreciate y'all showing up. And we got Eric, who we're meeting with tomorrow. Thank you for being on here.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, he's just really still. Hey, thanks for
How you
joining
doing,
us,
Eric?
man.
What's up, buddy? Hey, see, I told you I would show up and visit you today.
Yeah. Showing up. Actually, that's the #1 rule of success is showing up.
Yes.
Yep. And so, I definitely appreciate everybody with taking their time out to stop by and everything. I know it's an abbreviated webinar. I know the link didn't work the first time. I'll see if I can post it in a tribe, at least in comments or something like that, or post a link to it. I'll probably put this on the GritCON YouTube page, and then everybody can click into that. So Mike will probably be getting more of the message across with people on the YouTube page, and then we'll share that link out. So at least we have a shareable link, right? So let me go back to screen share again. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, I do have a whiteboard. I do see that they have a whiteboard. Dang. All right, so Grit Mastermind Masterclass. You get all of 2017 basically in one big package, including the transcript. And you get the 12 weeks, which in actuality is 13 weeks because I always throw bonuses on anything I do. 13-week program. Of course, the 13th week is a nice little bonus, something they weren't expecting. They're going to get to enjoy that this coming week. Little bonus there. There are books, too. Just like a study group, we do have homework. We have homework assignments every week. We have accountability. We share numbers, including I share my own numbers, right? Let's see, we got accountability, homework, and we have books. We go through an entire book, 2 books really in an entire course because we only have time for 2 books. I mean, I'm going to have you read 12 chapters in 1 week. So we kind of broke it up over a period of time, and there's 2 books that really put you in the place of expanding your business, and that is with the book that we assign everybody in the class. Similar programs like this, I've been in similar programs and other training programs, whether it be photography or insurance or everything. I tell you what, man, my career or my business education or my ability to get clients was blown up because I signed up for stuff just like this. Investing in myself like anybody should. So, absolutely. So, #1 rule of success is, just like Eric just said, I mean, I don't know if he even knew what we were going to allude to, but he just knows as a business owner, and that is showing up. Even if you're in a tank top and shorts and flip-flops. Not you, I was talking about Jason Justice. But Jason Justice, hey, he's a business owner, he still showed up. He could have been smelling like construction, but he still showed up, right? So, absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Chris. Thank you to 2 Dans. Yes. The one not from Minneapolis, the one from Indianapolis. Which I still think it snows up there. Isn't Indiana pretty freaking cold? What the heck? He's saying it doesn't snow up here. Whatever, man. I know better than that. I'm from Hawaii. Everywhere snows compared to where I'm from. So, all right. Well, I'll stop sharing and everything. Well, absolutely, Eric. Looking forward to see you tomorrow in person, in the flesh. Yep. Absolutely. We got the right week this time.
So, yeah. No kidding.
Yep. Okay. Absolutely. And we'll be looking forward to meeting another entrepreneur that's Reden Denocio as well. So,
cool. You both are coming down there tomorrow, right?
Actually, we have Michael and Reden, so this is going to be a nice little entrepreneur meetup and everything too. So
cool.
If you watch the replay, definitely go back, look at the offer, the website. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Let me go back to the screen share. The website, in case you missed it, is, see if I can put it in the middle of the screen or something. Make it big. I don't know. GritCon.myshopify.com. So it's GritCon.myshopify.com. Go there, check it out, and sign up for the next summer season. We just got through the spring season of Grit Mastermind. It's the summer season of Grit Mastermind, and I think we already have a lady in New Mexico. But right before this call, we offered this program to this lady in New Mexico. She loves it. She's going to start sharing it with some people in her business group in California, and she's all over this. And she'll probably be in it. I mean, if possible, I'll meet with people in person for part of the masterminds as well. So, rain or shine, on travel or not, I mean, I did 2 of these weeks from Florence, Italy, in a park. and then the other one in Tuscany while I was on vacation. I don't care. I will deliver this value worldwide, no matter where I am. Make sure you get all the information. So, awesome. Well, let me get off of this. So it's gritcon.myshopify.com. All right. Well, Eric, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And anybody else on the recording, thank you for joining us. And I'll be seeing you soon as I do more of these free webinars with a platform that actually works versus don't sign up for Webinar Jam. All right, Eric. Take care, buddy.
See you tomorrow.
Take care. Have a good one.